What is up, y'all? I wanted to make this video a little bit more real, alright? So, I'll tell you guys a little more of a personal experience. I had a girlfriend a while back. It's been almost 2 years. And I know you've probably seen a lot of stories, people like they're not over them or whatever. I truly believe that I'm okay by myself, which is something I've been working very hard to do. But there's times where I still have to see her. We still have mutual friends pretty much, right? Not like crazy, but um, so there's some context there. We've been apart for a while, haven't talked in a really long time. Besides like the communication we have between friends and hangouts and stuff like that. And so yesterday we had hung out with a couple of our friends and what's it called? Sorry, I was thinking. I realized that like when I was heading to the place, I had so much like conflict in my heart. Like I started getting nervous. And before I'd be okay, I wouldn't mind seeing her. But lately I've been thinking about her a lot. And one thing that I noticed was like I feared something. I knew that before I was heading there because obviously my body was reacting for some reason. So I'm there. Hangout goes fine. We're chilling. We're playing a game, and then we go get food. And I couldn't eat my food because again there was so much conflict. So, boom, pretty much the whole hangout. It was calm. It was fine. We talked, whatever. There's some sort of tension, but that was honestly just within me. And mind you, more context. We have hung out a lot of times before this, not just one on one, but between groups again. So, not like this is the first time. And so I really was confused. I'm like, what's going on? And I realized I was very, very scared of being replaced. Like I don't know why. I'm very, very scared to get replaced by somebody, and I'm very scared that I won't be as valued as she is to me, and like she won't value me. Like I'm very scared that she won't value me the same way I value her. That's what I meant to say. And so that fear, that conflict, all constantly was stirred inside of me, and I believe a big reason why my mind was started thinking about getting back with her, or trying to, was because I wanted to temporarily secure that, or alleviate that fear. When in reality, even if I do get back with her, that same fear will always be there. I feel very insecure, and I will show that, and she'll notice it. Like I'll be very fearful. If she doesn't give me the right amount of attention, then I'd be like, maybe she doesn't want me. Maybe there's someone else, whatever. And I realized that a lot. That I somewhat like chasing, and I somewhat don't. Like it's like a mixture of both. I don't know what kind of attachment it is called. I was told it, I forgot it, but it's like this. It's like this cycle. You chase, you get a little bit of what you want, and then you go back to needing more, no matter how much she gave me. And it was because my whole like validation, my identity, my sort of worth and self-esteem was dictated upon that girl. And I think that's why let me pause this. Sorry. But yeah, I feel like that's why my whole identity was kind of like worthiness was attached to that girl. And I've realized I've known that for a while, except these past couple of days, past couple of weeks, I've sort of reverted back to relying on her. And I've been wanting to text her back. I've been wanting to get back with her. I've been thinking about all these things. Luckily, I did not go for it because I always knew that there was some sort of secret desire to it. No matter how pure it felt, I just felt like it wasn't the right move. And thank God I did, because I realized there was so much stuff behind it. And why am I making this video? Why am I just here to rant to you guys? Well, of course not. I want you guys to maybe take this and go into your own perspective, all right? A lot of times we sort of glamorize different people or things like money, our careers, our future, the outcomes we want, or people, or relationships. We glamorize those things as if we need those things in order for us to feel valuable, in order for us to feel free or abundant, or whatever it is that we are attaching to those things. We got to be able to de-glamorize them. Take back of our emotions, pretty much, right? And I noticed that. Like I needed to be able to be worthy with or without her validation or her acceptance or whatever it is. And yes, it's been 2 years. How, David? You've been practicing this whole spiritual stuff. How are you not over her? No idea. I asked myself the same thing, but at the same time, it's like, it's my journey. So why? That's what it was. Another thing. What I just said there, that was constantly getting playing through my head. It's like, it's been so long. Why are you not over this girl? Why is there still so much stuff that's so stuck within yourself? And why hasn't I been gone yet? And I always realize that a lot of times, whenever we do face old challenges, we get mad at ourselves, believing that we should be over them, when in reality, it just is what it is. Sorry, someone texted me. But it just is what it is. Like, it popped up. It is what it is. You either live that story all over again, or you just let it bypass. And that's the sort of method I was doing. I remembered all these things. I realized I was fearful. I realized that my value and worthiness and my validation was all dependent on something outside of me. And so I had to take away that hold and put it back here. And literally, I probably had this conversation with myself a year ago, months ago, a year and a half ago. And I don't understand why it keeps popping up. But I'm glad I didn't take action off those feelings. No matter how amazing it might have felt, no matter how alleviating it might have felt, I truly believe I would have been stuck in the same position I was in yesterday. Or you can even say now. I'm not over it in like 2 seconds. But you get my idea. So I guess it's more, if you are thinking about going back to somebody, or this could be anything, but I'm just going to use a relationship in this sense. If you are looking to do that 100%, just make sure you're coming from a place of wholeness and purity, and actually just trying to love rather than trying to feed off that person for validation. It can even be other things, like, it doesn't have to be validation, wholeness, identity, worthiness, whatever, but I'm sure it could play a part in that. But it could just be that you don't feel so alone, or that they calm down when you have anxiety, or they're your safe spot. Whatever else. If anything else chimes or comes in your mind, then maybe that's what it is. And then you can let it go. You can understand that that's what our old self believes it was lacking, and what it was attaching to something outside of us, which in my case was my ex. And now I just feel so much more free. Now I feel like I can do whatever I want. Well, not whatever I want, but my whole mindset now, which it was for a while, except, I went back and forth, was that if it's meant to be, it will be. If I get with her again, I get with her again. If I don't, I don't. But I'm just going to let it come to me. All right? And I'm not going to try to force anything. I'm not trying to do anything out of that state of desire and neediness. It's just going to come at a place of wholeness and pure intentions. And so how will I ever know whether to take the right step? I have no idea. I have no idea how that would even come back alive or anything like that. So, yeah, no idea. But hope this helped you. This is something it's taken me a little while to realize and learn. So, yeah, hope this helped. If you have any questions, if you need any help, you can hit me up on Instagram. Hopefully I'll leave it in the description. If not, I think you'll find it. It's in my bio somewhere on YouTube. So it should be there. Anyway, God bless. Hope this helped. And I'll catch y'all in the next one next week.